Hello folks and welcome to This Merchant Life, a merchant simulator where you are basically driving a cart with goods between towns in a sort of semi-medieval... I think there's a little bit of fantasy involved as well, I'm not sure. I've given it a bit of a try, but I haven't gone in depth into this thing. We're going to do that together. New game. See, I've done a level 2 there, but we're going to start from new slot. There we go, begin. Right, now, payback. Select game mode. Payback. Your father has vanished and left you with his debts. Meet the growing monthly payments to eventually pay off his $500,000 coin obligation. Or campaign. A vague and unhelpful message eventually results in our merchant becoming embroiled in a deadly conspiracy that threatens the very kingdom of Paragon. In free play, build your merchant empire your way without troublesome story or payback requirements. We'll go campaign. The tutorial on because I can't remember. It's been a while. Select difficulty. Relax. Attacks on your caravan will be rare, so you'll be able to largely focus on trading and upgrading rather than combat. Many costs are also reduced. A balance of opportunity and danger. Did you know the Peregrinish word for danger also means opportunity? This has led to so many unnecessary deaths caused by the confusing signage. Okay, so starting coins the same. Attack chance low, enemy numbers low, cart upgrade cost normal, charter cost reduced, building cost reduced, healing cost reduced, repair costs halved, weight effect off. Everything is normal here. Demanding. The dangers of the road are multiplied and everything seems to cost more. Expect to employ a large caravan guard at all times. Starting coins less. High, doubled, increased, doubled on. Okay, so we should look for standard, I think. Now enter the character name. Oh, we got names. I should have a list of regular names I can use. Anyway, we'll just roll some random ones. Quasar. That's a loud roll. Okay, Quasar, there you go. Horse name number 1, Horatio. Ernst. Cool. And that looks okay for me. That looks alright. We can change the head. You know what? Let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Quasar. Now, select your background. Okay. Soldier. Bonuses to combat mission rewards, and mercenary recruitment. A hard 10 years in Paragon's army taught you many things, primarily that war is hell and hells pay badly. Sailor. Resilient. A major boot to cart capacity, reduced penalties from cart damage, extra deployment time in battle. Stable hand. Fast. Bonuses to travel speed and horse upgrades. Cart wear from travelers reduced. Scholar. Smart. Improved ability to avoid and flee from danger. Gain XP more quickly. I tend to favor that, to be honest. In most games I like to gain XP quickly. Industrious. Better crafting and reduced building costs. Or Seer. Intuitive. Useful market events last longer. Specialist on search missions. Just a detailed view. Speed bonus, companion security bonus, conceal bonus, trait bonus, bravery, town bonus, Atten. Calm, Hallbright. Capacity bonus 5/5 there. Speed bonus there. Compassion, Lancer. That's the name of a town, okay. Scholar. Capacity bonus increased, conceal bonus increased. XP rewards increased by 50%. Cultured, Oxtown. Chance to flee some dangerous events increased by 15%. Capacity speed bonus, determination, march, building costs reduced, crafting output increased, speed conceal, market events last longer, instantly know correct location for search missions. That probably looks like a good idea, to be honest. It all sounds very useful. I'm gonna go for the scholar, I think. Being a scholar sadly pays very poorly. Right. Oh, we talked to by our dog. Dog? Horse. You have a tutorial dream. It's not one of those hand-holding dreams you've been hearing so much about, though. You just need to tick off all the tasks from the checklist. To start, press on Woodford. Let's have a look over here. This is our cart. There are horses, Horatio and Ernst. Target rating. The higher this number, the greater the chance the cart is attacked. Increases with more goods and taking on missions. Decrease with the cart concealed stat. Cart condition. Cart weight penalty. Speed 2, caravan capacity 20, caravan defense adjusted 1, caravan conceal 7. No grain, no timber, no meat, no hides, no iron, no ale, no herbs, no fruit, no wool. Fluffy like a cloud and itchy like a son of a witch. Caravan, okay, I can't click everything else at the moment. I can mouse over stuff but I can't click on it. Month. Reach level 3. You'll automatically level up after getting XP. XP is earned through most emergency actions, including traveling to and exploring settlements, road events, and defending your trade cart and selling goods. Player health. Money. Level. Tutorial tasks. Click on the town you're at, indicated by the position of the red star, which represents your cart. Red star is no longer a thing, I think. Red star used to be a thing. Now it's indicated by this horse piece. Clicking on your current settlement brings up the hub button. Press this. On the town hub screen, press the market tab, which is currently flashing, to take you to the market screen. This is Woodford, the woodiest town this side of Oakville. A small border town near Hullback Forest, Woodford is a sleepy rural community with a homely reputation. They're very proud of their dressmakers here and host market festivals centered around them during high summer. Woodford has also won the most flammable town award 25 years in a row since Oakville burnt to the ground. Town Explorer, it's got a Tailor's, Town Explorer, Hidden, Market. On the market screen, press the buy button or buy all buttons alongside the timber icon. You can see the stock in the market goes down while the stock in your cart goes up. Your coin also drops. So timber, I'm assuming that's his... What's this? Timber, average cost is 24 to 26. I'm buying it for 22. I have 0, they have 34. Ale, average cost is 78. Okay, so we'll buy all the timber then. So let's let it do something. To travel, you need to go to the map screen, close any town windows, red cross button. Now scroll the map screen to randos. Click it and then click travel to begin moving. So we've got 26. I've actually I'm at full capacity as well, right? Yes, capacities of 20. Common stuff 1. So I've got... I bought that for 22. The amount of your tax increases with each good purchase is automatically deducted once you leave the settlement. Okay, so we're paying 20 common tax, looks like. Okay. So, click on it. Oh, hang on. Woodford, below average price, ale, herbs, medicine, that green thing. Above price, wool, shirts, clothes, potions, maybe. 43 hours to get to randos. Major demand for timber. Oh, that's convenient. Road security, excellent. Road speed, poor. Below average price, above average price for lots of stuff. Okay, cool. The money's going down! No! Once you've reached Red Randos, go to the market tab once again and press the sell or sell all buttons to sell the timber you're carrying. Your corn should increase reassuringly. Felling Nature's Bounty. Randos is within the boundaries of the Hullback Forest, but is actually to be found inside an enormous artificial arbor, a large clearing where trees still encroach above as much as they can. The Druidic scholars found sunlight here to be at least 50% more dappled than anywhere else. The city also features generous parkland and lakes and is known for production of tools, particularly for its famous randaxes. Also home to the Hunters Guild, said to be among the finest marksmen around. Their motto, we're among the finest marksmen around. Now, poignant. Market, we'll just sell the 40... oh, that's the hours remaining, okay. That wasn't the price, that was hours remaining. I thought for a second there, I was like, oh my god, my prices are decreasing tremendously. But no, we're selling for 43. We started with 3,000, so we're already above 3,000, I'll take that. Market tax is nothing, because it's purchased, okay. For any town hub, press the flashing Tavern tab. This is where you can hire guards to protect your caravan. Press their hire button to add them to your security detail. Drake, Soldier of Fortune, and Luella, the poor mercenary. Security, defense, health, deploy time. So, slower deployment time with a little bit more combat prowess. Or Luella. You know what, we'll train you up, Luella. There you go. Press the flashing mission tab on the town hub screen. From here you can take missions from the town. Press the take mission. Yes. Search. Found in Oxtown, Atten or Lancer. Challenge. Elderly peasants to Oxton. Gold reward from this mission. Cart speed will be reduced by this amount for the duration of the mission. Reputation reward. How many days you have to complete the mission. Collect peasants and Oxton and then return here. Well, we're going to Oxton. If we're taking elderly peasants to Oxton, we will take that. Where's Oxton? Oh god, where's Oxton? Oxton is... Ratio. Dangerous times in Paragon, though. It is Paragon, except there was one that was missing the E there. So it says Peregrine is Paragon. Bandits worsen the roads, we'll need guards to protect us. Ernst. Gain a reputation in the towns, make some friends, allies, learn my way around, pay off that starter loan. Anyway, let's get started. I'll buy some things cheap from the market here, then we'll travel to the neighboring town. Reach level 3. Welcome to the Kingdom of Paragon. You're ready to begin this merchant life. Your position in the kingdom is indicated by the red star, or not the little symbol. Use the arrow keys to move the camera around the map, or move the mouse to the screen as you want to scroll. You can rebind any key bindings on the main option screens, blah blah blah. Left click on the town you are, use the hub to access the town. Left click on the town directly linked to your current location brings up the option to travel there if you have a trade permit. Right now you have permit to travel anywhere in the forest and heartlands regions. Luckily for you, this includes the capital at Archon. Right mouse click any settlement on the map to get general details about it. So we want to go to Oxton, apparently. There's an apothecary here, okay, but we want to go there. They have above prices for salt, books, fruit, and herbs. Herbs is below price here, so we can buy the herbs hopefully. Herbs average cost is 81 to 89. We have 77. Buy 14 of those. What else did you want here? Fruit as well. So you can buy the fruit as well. Or the wine. Is that wine or is that grapes? Fruit. It's just fruit. Okay, so it's... Yeah, we'll buy all of that. Okay. We have all this. Tavern is not... We don't even have a tavern at the moment. We have... Our profile, bravery, calm, mysticism, culture, a little bit more cultured. Everything else is average. Missions-wise, we have to go to 12 days to get the peasants to Oxton. Any missions you have collected here. Missions are a great way of earning costs, etc, etc. They also make a caravan more of a target when you travel. You may abandon any missions that you have previously taken here, although this may not be correct for all and if you do so often. Okay, can we actually get the second mission? Because the mission was a... We can collect at Oxton and then return here. 12 days to do that, so we're going to go there and then we can come back again. So I'll head to Oxton. Normal, everything is... What's this? This is... Everything's normal here. Everything's normal there. Everything's normal here. This must be the Heartlands. I don't think I've got the capacity to go here, have I? This must be the Heartlands. This must be the wood town. Right, anyway, let's get over to Archon. 78 hours. I need to get to Oxton and back again. So, below price. I don't necessarily want to sell anything I've got there. Road security is good. Road speed is good. Travel. The general price of goods tend to vary a lot between towns in the desert region. Which is down there, I assume. The most important plate there is. The capital of Paragon, Archon has stood for 1,000 years, and the grand symbol of nationhood is clustered around the ancient hub, while suburbs are packed in right up to the grand city walls. Oh, we have actually got card conditions. Our target rate is a little bit higher as well, but I need to get to... we can explore this for 6 hours. 10% for intel for this action. Who or misses? That's fair, it's way cheaper here, oh my god. I haven't got capacity. Cart. We can repair the cart for 41. We can improve the spokes. Spokes connect the hub to the rim. This is Wheel 101, people. Okay, structure level 1 before structure increases... Gives us... I'm not sure if this gives us stuff or this improves us stuff. And then you have horses. Carrot-based motivation program will help spur your horse on to greater deeds. Parts. Wheel slot, structure slot, structure slot, horse slot. You have no parts available. Okay, well we'll get back to that anyway. How many days have I got left to complete this mission? 9 days. Okay, so let's explore this now. Whilst talking to several shopkeepers within the town, you are interrupted several times by a guard captain swaggering in and receiving a small payment from behind the counter before departing. Clearly the man is shaking the shops down. He could certainly make life very difficult for them if he wanted to. Take this to the relevant authorities, see that justice is done. Confront or ignore. You don't want to make enemies in the watch. I don't really want to make enemies in the watch. This may just be the way things are done here. Or I'll report and see what happens. You book a meeting with the head of the guards, and after a significant time spent waiting outside, you are allowed to see him. You explain the systematic abuse of power you have observed from this specific guard captain. Although you aren't personally been on the end of such a treatment, you're not happy to see it happening here. The guard captain appears genuinely concerned by what you have say, and promises to do something about it immediately. You wonder if this will change anything. I got some determination though, right? I leveled up as well. Okay, cool. So got some determination. I'll level up though, it looks like. Skills. Let's close this down for now. The skills sidebar is where you can unlock useful new abilities for your merchant. To spend an upgrade point and unlock a skill, select the skill category you want, then the skills, then unlock it at the bottom of the sidebar. To unlock higher tier perks, you need to purchase skill charters from the unlock sidebar tab. As a skill goes, at the top of the skills sidebar, you can see your merchant's level. Your merchant's level goes up when the XP bar fills up, which awards a single upgrade point spent on unlocking skills. You can earn XP from these things. So expedience, horse shouter, a short-term cart stat boost lasts twice as long. Horses respond well to yelling, briefly. Leadership, deployment time at the start of battle increased by 2. Everybody do something when under attack. Recruitment, +1 higher slots when we're under attack, the more the merrier. Bargaining. So one, yeah, you got to pick the first one up basically. So why does it start there? Cart enthusiast, 20% reduction in cart upgrade prices. You know enough about carts to get a good deal and bore others to tears. Purchasing, good reputation. 25% more goods available to buy in all markets. Merchants always keep a bit of stock back for their best customers. And then smarts, increase caravan capacity by 10%. No one can precariously pile too many things on a trade cart like you. Okay, well... You know what, I'm kind of liking either piled high or good reputation. Finer things, you can trade rare goods. Down this string of sponge, more XP from all settlements. You know what, I'm going to go for smarts. Or piled high, which means the cart capacity is now slightly above. Okay. Target rating, yes, we've done that. Okay, I can grab a couple more things then here. Grab a couple more of these fruit. Fruit and herbs still there? Good. We'll travel to Arrow. A Bar de Nieve. The road takes your caravan through a hamlet, just a little cluster of houses close to the road, flanked on one side by a simple wooden palisade. Open on the other, a small stream runs just outside the boundary, and there are a number of modest crop fields nearby, wheat waving gently in the breeze. Things are less peaceful in however, most of the inhabitants seem to be crowded around, and as you get closer you can see that there's an exposition board at the center of the huddle. Exposition bard, sorry. He doesn't look too happy about it, people angrily shouting at him, some shoving him, equally angry people who push him back. It's not clear what this is all about, but most likely the inhabitants took offense at something the bard was singing. Perhaps he just has a truly awful singing voice. We'll intervene. You decide to intervene, directing your caravan over in a way that hopefully exudes stout determination. The crowd mostly turn around and start to disperse a little, and the bard takes the chance to push his way out of the mob and make his exit. Some of the villagers shout after him, something about telling lies and spreading falsehoods, but they don't pursue him. You decide not to hang around either, leaving the opposite direction to the bard and continuing on your journey. You get some compassion. That doesn't seem to be like a discrete system then. Exposition bards attempt to make the lyrics as factually accurate as possible, I think it said. I'm level 2 now, I can go to the Tavern. I actually haven't got anyone with me, have I? Security, no, I've got no one because that was a dream. Skills though, more skills for me, more upgrade points. I can't get anything here, can I? No. So I need to basically get myself good reputation, more hiring slots, panic stations, cart enthusiast. Yoink, let's grab that as well. Anything missions here? Donating, collect the chest at Woodford and return here. That's expensive, I like that. Donating. Oh, they want me to donate that. Okay, I see. Search for a hijacked horse in Alton, and then randos or Lancer. I haven't actually really got... Where's these places? Lancer's over there. Where's Alton? Alton's over there. Where's the third place? Randos is over there. So Lancer, Archon... Okay, fine. We've got a couple of missions here. Let's just do these missions first then. Wheels of cheese on wheels. You run into a cheery cheese merchant on the road. It isn't difficult to discern that she is a cheese merchant because her cart is painted in a cheesy livery, so that the entire thing resembles a giant, terrible block of inexorably moving cheese. There's something strangely literal about every cheese merchant you have ever met, and this one is clearly no exception. Designated cheese merchants are distinct from normal merchants such as yourself, as they only allowed to make trade in cheese for reasons that no one is really sure anymore. Most regular merchants consider cheese merchants or cheesers to be vaguely ludicrous, and this card isn't exactly helping to dispel that reputation. Still, if there's one thing that seems to unite all cheese merchants, is they appear to love their work. If they want herbs for 500 coins, I will sell herbs for 500 coins. Although primarily valued for their medicinal properties, herbs are sometimes used to flavor meals. Marie says that she has been conducting some experiments, she refers to them as cheese experiments, into incorporating certain herbs into cheese to create brave new flavors. Fight in progress. As you are painfully aware, merchants are a prized target on these winding roads. This caravan seems to be in the wrong end of things, its guards scattered and outnumbered. You could take the opportunity to get past it far away while the attackers are engaged, or use the element of surprise against them for a change. I haven't got any guards with me at the moment, so I'll just stay out of it. I lose bravery. Okay, anyway. So mission complete. We've escorted the elderly peasants to... I need to rush, because I've only got 6 days to get them back. Oh, good lord. So collect on the mission. Okay, so we've got... Okay, right. We'll sell... Well, the prices are amazing here. Hello. Well, 4,000 gold at the moment. Nice. Right, so... I'm heading back to randos anyway, right? Friend of the Nomad Wife in Woodford, Atten, or Lancer. That's kind of the right way for me, because... Woodford... Lassen's over there, so I'll basically have to go to randos, check Woodford and Atten, and if they're not there, hopefully Lancer. But I'll grab that mission, on the off chance that there's a 2/3 chance it's roughly where I'm going. Market-wise, though, if I'm heading back to... What's cheap here? Meat, ale, and wool. Wool is expensive here. Meat's expensive there. I can get if I do trade in wool, how much wool have you got? 81 out of an average price of 9. Cool. Right, well, buy all the wool you've got. Unless you've got super cheap. Got a bit of cheap ale as well, so we'll buy the cheap ale. I will hire a guard now, because I don't think I did before, did I? I did not, no. Heroes and fighters. A poor mercenary. We'll get Michael. And we will... Should we get Booker as well? Let's get Booker as well, go on. Oh, we'll get Alistair. Auto pay you. Okay, well... Security. Here you can view your fighters. Traveling the roads of Paragon can be a dangerous undertaking. Each fighter will slowly lose morale as they journey with your caravan. If morale reaches 0, they'll decide to hell with it, take their leave, and head home. You can make additional payments to boost morale and keep them around longer, or set autopay to automate the process. Bear in mind this so you don't find yourself woefully outnumbered in a fight. If a fighter's health reaches 0, then they are killed and no use as guards anymore, and their currency being banned at present. You can also check up on the heroes you currently have with your caravan in the sidebar. Okay, so we currently have some crew with us. We're heading back to randos at the moment. We're selling basically loads of wool and arrow. Okay, let's head to arrow then. Weight penalty is 2. Hero specific rates according to roads if you're traveling each hero. Okay, marketing, we're selling off all that. Wager demand. Oh, yes, please. Okay, what's super cheap here? 70 to buy? Really? Hang on. Okay, well, we sold it for loads of money, then we bought it back for 70. I'll take that. Grain is super cheap here as well. Nothing else is, I think. So we can pick up some grain because it's cheap. Okay. Grain costs aren't great across the board. I mean, Lancer can get some this below average grain. Anything I'm buying here that I can sell there? Below average price grain. No, let's head over to Arc. Any missions here I want to look into. Letter to Atten. Well, we're going to Atten anyway at some point. So... Actually, am I full on missions? Yeah, I'm full on missions, okay. Anything here? cut price surplus of. You know what? I'll sell the grain. We made a small profit on the grain. That's fine. What can I do here? I'm going to Randos. Randos has got above average price on fruit. So this is what's cheaper. Fruit's cheap here. Clothes are cheaper here. Weapons are cheaper here. So clothes, ale, hides, which I just got the hides. So the hides I don't think are still a thing. Yeah, hides are still a thing. I'll pick up the hides. I don't see the. I don't think I can trade in rarer goods at the moment. So let's buy all the hides we can get our hands on. 6 of them. I can't remember what I bought these for. The price of this is such very reduced, so it's that. Did I not sell the wool? I bought the wool there. I can sell it for normal price here. I'll sell the wool for normal price here. It's not great, but I'll sell it for normal price here, and then we'll pick up the stuff that's like, super cheap. Like that's super cheap. And that's quite cheap as well, as is the fruit, to be honest. We'll pick up the fruit as well. There we go. Purchase all of that. Current capacity is 72%. You want to upgrade this now? We've got some stuff we can get. Oh, we also got the cheaper things, right? You can get cheaper speed. Improved spokes. So, speed capacity. So if I press that, upgrade preview, you can see the wheels change. Actually, if this only has 4 spokes per wheel, that's very bad, so I definitely want to upgrade that. Oh, it literally adds that to what I had before. Okay. My capacity stuff, it adds that to what I get. Okie dokie. Adds more capacity, adds more defense and concealment. Reinforced structure. I see there's a box in the middle, so I can see the difference. There's a box in the middle and there's something beneath. And the horses can get some carrots. Let's get some carrots for the horses. There you go. Top speed is now 5.6 miles per hour. Then next is the horseshoes. You can see them going silver. And here we have reinforced rims. Yeah, the rims go darker. Okay, so we got that. We're full up. Market, tavern, missions, building. No, main. Okay, good. We'll head over to Arandos. We got the cheap hide here, but how are we doing for missions? Yeah, I need to get there real quick. 73 hours. Oh, I may not be fast enough, unfortunately. Actually, that may be a problem, isn't it? My weight penalty is currently 2. Yes, I may have to actually sell some stuff, which is going to be inconvenient for everyone involved. My weight capacity is not good enough. Don't want to lose any money on this. For each 8 items I'm carrying, I'm currently carrying 22. Oh, in this case, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'll buy extra fruit. And since I gotta do search these, I'll abandon that. It's not good, I didn't really want to do that. But if I can't make that in 3 days, because that's 73 hours away, I might as well work on the Nomad's Wife and therefore do Lancer first. I can also sell the fruit there and the hide, so... anything in Lancer we can use. Just at random and return here, that's something I suppose. Combat wild animals on the road to Randos. I kind of want to try combat out once. I've tried it once in my previous run, it didn't work out so well because I didn't understand the rules. But let's go to Lancer. Search mission. First visit bonus XP game. Don't think they're here. Cart company. Main market. We can. We're studying the fruit. Yes, we are. We're studying the hide. We can buy cheap meat. I think we'll buy the cheap meat. It's not. The grain is quite cheap, to be honest. It's not much. It's grains. It's not going to give me a huge profit margin. But there's a lot of grain there, so we'll buy all the grain. Tavern's okay. Missions. How's our security ongoing? We actually lost our other mercenary person. Peasant. Landon, do you want to join us? Yeah, join us, Landon. Can I? Oh, right, I can do that. Okay, fine. You have to click on them individually and set autopay. There's clearly enough space here to just automatically expand all this. There you go. Put it to auto off, auto all. There you go. Okay. So missions, we haven't found anything in here. Free capacity too low, crate to Woodford. Search hijacked horse in Woodford, Atten or Randos. I'm heading that way anyway. But I haven't really got the time for that. Right, anyway, we'll head over to Randos. It's also a mystical group of most Randos do not... market tax automatically deducted. Something, something, something. Travel bonus. Right. 2 Randos, 77 hours. World read speed is good, but I'm slower now. Yes, I am. Speed penalty. Cart condition. Need to repair my cart. Anarchy. Massively reduced road security in this region. Okay. Cart. Repair for 1 hour. Come on. Okay, we're online. Yes, we're good. Weight penalty is now 3 though, because... shoe upgrades... Our speed is 1 at the moment, so I just want to put another thing into that. Okay. 73 hours, yeah. Combat. Very difficult. Oh, great. How does battle work? This is the deployment phase. To win in a battle, you need to successfully defend all directions that are attacked. If the attackers break through anywhere in a single turn, they'll win. Fortunately, you can tell which directions enemies are going to attack from. These are indicated with the sword icons. Deploy fighters to protect these directions. The sword icons indicate which direction the enemies attack from. Select the direction, slice, then select your fighters and press assign to place them in that direction. Deploying each fighter costs a certain amount of deployment time, so you may not be able to deploy all your fighters at the start of battle. Each turn, battle you accrue additional deployment time, potentially allowing you to send more fighters. Yes, yes, yes. The score in blue beneath each fighter is their security attack power. The score in yellow is their defense. The score in red is their health. When deploying fighters, press the cross on the fighter list next to those. Deploy this phase, you want to cast the deployment. Okay, so we'll figure out how this works out. Show fighters, hide fighters. Alright, okay, so we have here total defense in this quadrant. We're being attacked from the north. So we want to deploy you. How do you do that? Assign. Michael and Landon are here. We're being attacked from the north. Multiple enemies. Movement phase. This is the movement phase. You can move fighters that you've placed by clicking on them and then the direction arrow where you want them to move them. Pressing next turn will take you to the combat phase. During combat phase, the player's forces attack enemies in their quadrant before enemy forces return the favor. The cumulative score of all fighters is added with a dice roll of 1 to 3, then added to the total. The cumulative defense is plus a dice roll of 1 to 3. The difference resulting in that many wounds being suffered by enemy fighters. Once the player attacks have been made, surviving enemies will attack in the same fashion. When the combat phase ends, if no side is victorious, you will return to deployment phase. If one side has won the battle, then looting phase begins. To win, the player needs to defeat all enemy fighters or survive until the end of round 6. Okay, I think I can move to different quadrants, but we're all going to stay in this quadrant right now. We're just going to hit next turn. Enemy defense holds. Player defense holds. Okay. We're still deploying. Movement phase. Next turn. Enemy defense holds. Player defense holds. Come on, give us numbers. Movement phase. Next turn. Enemy defense holds. Player defense holds. Oh my god. Oh, if you enemy defense holds. Player defense holds. Come on. Enemy defense holds. Enemy defense holds. Good gravy. This is round 5 out of 6. Enemy defense holds. Victory. If the enemy were victorious in any direction, you'll get a chance to loot the cart. Each direction that you choose will incur 1 chance of getting looted. So losing a fight in multiple directions can be very damaging. On the left, you will see the enemy successfully looted the cart. Blah 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 blah. Good. We got some experience. No one died. No one even got hurt. We just fended them off. The harvest has clearly been bountiful for this farmer. A loaded up cart sits alongside the path and the small road with many more sacks of full grain piled alongside. When she sees you riding past, the farmer runs over to the side of the road and hails you. She explains that they have too much to transport to town in one trip. Will be willing to pay you to transport some of the surplus and deliver it to them there. I haven't got any spare space. Okay, let's... To randos? Yeah, to randos will drop off. We bought that for super cheap, didn't we? We bought that for super cheap. That is super cheap at the moment. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cheap actually. So we'll sell off that. We'll buy all the leather we can get our hands on. That's a lot of leather bought. Find nomad weapon Lancer, Woodford, or Atten. How's our security doing? You're doing alright. You're doing okay. Main, market, missions, cart. Caravan, 92%. Well, who needs to... Where can we sell our stuff then? Leather, we'll go to Atten for leather, I think. Any missions to Atten? Brigands on the road to Woodford. Best location in Arrow, Woodford, or Atten. Where's Arrow? Arrow is there. Okay. Collect letter Arrow, then return here. It is 19 days. Right. Head over to Atten. While huddled around the campfire, everyone hears something snap nearby and turns to look. A figure appears, then a man in a black cloak. As he steps closer, he raises his hand in greeting, and you see he is wearing a silver-edged black tunic over Silver Sun. You invite him to join you, and he gladly accepts and sits alongside you. Everyone stares at him. Silver Suns are by far the most well-known monster hunters in Paragon. They are quite secretive, and so little is known about their numbers, methods, or structure. Their reputation is impressive, though. They are known for great heroism and martial skill. There's some fear mixed in with the reverence, though, as there are also extreme brutality and mystical ceremonies, of troubling initiation ceremonies and dangerous experiments. It's hard to say how unfounded these tales might be, but they are certainly told often and in whispered tones. The man introduces himself as Sian. If you had to describe his appearance in a word, that word would be ordinary. He looks no different from your average farmer or guardsman. Offer him to join the caravan for a time. Sian graciously refuses the offer, saying that he's on his way back to the Order. He does offer up some useful tips for facing monsters though, so plus experience, plus mysticism, plus skills. Well, they say that if you learn more from mistakes, I think that's a healthy way of looking back on the flaming wreckage of a disaster that's my merchant life thus far. Oh, come on! When I sleep, I can feel the interest of the depth in my dreams. It is characterized as a dark mass growing overhead, eager to devour the world. So what I've divined from my now heightened understanding of trade is that I should probably try to make a bit of money so I can pay this debt off before it consumes me utterly. Turns out that merchants are really important turns out that coins are really important when you're a merchant. Gold, gather 4,500 gold. We've got some experience, we've got some mysticism. Heading to Atten at the moment. Boop. The attendant fox. You catch the size of a fox sitting patiently on the side of the road. One of the predominant religions in Paragon incorporates 4 cardinal animal spirits, of which the fox is one, tied to the element of fire. It stares at you in neither a threatening nor welcoming manner, as it is weighing you up. Ignore it. You pass on by the fox and watch as it sits there, unmoving on the road behind you, until it disappearing over the horizon. Right, anyway, we've got here. Let's sell what we need to sell, which is all the ale, which is apparently super expensive here. The super expensive... Okay, we've cleared up everything there. They have super cheap lumber. They've got cheap lumber here. And we must explore. So hang on, what are the missions at the moment? Skills. Yes, skills. Kingdom. Here you can get an overview on the Kingdom of Paragon. The initial tab shows your reputation with 10 key factions and organizations within Paragon. You can also see the global reputation, which is your cumulative reputation across all major settlements in Paragon. Clicking any region will show you the reputation in each major settlement within that region, as well as locations you have unlocked at each settlement. Here you can also see if you've built a guild house in each settlement and the bonuses available for doing so, as well as the 3 buildings available to build per town or city and what benefits you receive from funding them. Randos, buildings, well maintenance, bridge repairs, and school. Woodford. Okay, you can build a lot of stuff, I see. Archon, you can build library, watchtowers, guild reputation, guild house bonus, guild house bonus, guild house bonus, guild house bonus. Okay, you can build a lot of stuff then eventually when I hit level 3, which I am now, so. Good reputation, bargaining, recruitment, panic stations, horse shouter. Short-term cart stat bonuses last twice as long. Management training, plus one mission slot. Tactical accuracy. Appear competent, 2 mission slots. Higher slot, better recruits available, higher slots. Reduction to higher costs, cut price, market lasts longer, your bargains are quarry. Reduction to hero hiring and pay costs. Purchasing, rare things. We're getting to the rare things. Right, we shall search for the mission. There's an Atten, so search. Searched, nothing was relevant here and there, so. Is anything I want to go get? What time is it? Ooh, 39 minutes, okay. So anything we can get up here for the cheap that is expensive to sell elsewhere. Let's have a look over here. Is anything stupidly cheap? Don't think there was anything stupidly cheap. There's some stuff that's stupidly expensive, nothing stupidly cheap. So we're going to head back to Woodford. Anything there? Combat animals to Woodford. Oh, I can't. Because, how am I doing for security? Got a guardsman. Guardsman exceedingly expensive though. Huge defense though. Morale. Inspired. Security bonus if in accordant with a hero. Haven't got a hero. I'll take a Githa though. So take a Githa. Head to Woodford. A deer came down the pathway. A deer comes down, bounding out a little bit ahead of your caravan, which comes to an instinctive and immediate halt. The animal stops for a moment, seemingly unable to decide which way to go next, its eyes focused on you. The beast is breathing heavily as it runs some distance, sweat visible on its sides. Then you spy a hunter stealthily edging closer from just beyond the tree line, starting to raise his bow and take aim. I can buy hides. I've got nothing in my cart, do I? No, I'll buy the hides for 100 pop. You motion to the hunter silently that you'd be interested in buying any hides he might have available. I want to see what kind of hide gesture that is. He looks over at you for a moment, then lowers his bow and nods in agreement. The deer wisely takes the opportunity to depart, darting powerfully into the trees on the other side of the road and quickly vanishing back to the forest. The hunter has several hides to sell and walks over to the cart, apparently not concerned about missing out on his previous target. Okay, so wonder if anything going is cheap here right now. So do I. Search this. Return nomad wife to Oxton. Okay, 3 days. Really? 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 Come on, go away. Wasting my time with that. We've searched that. It must be Arrow then. And I'm hoping I don't have to go anywhere back to report about this, because this... rage. Herbs are super cheap here, though. Super cheap. We'll sell some hides here. Buy up some herbs. We can sell for... where? Oxton, I guess. Of course, Oxton. Wild animals on the road to Randos. We'll take that. Find the roving cow in Arrow, surround to your Randos. Escort presence to Arrow also would be relevant. But we shall move down to Randos. Speed, poor, road security, excellent. Right, moderate combat difficulty. Battle. Oh, 2 sides. Oh god, okay, so I put... Githa... Oh, sorry, I said used the wrong bloody side, didn't I? There we go, put you there, put you there. Movement phase, Githa. Move there. Next turn. Enemy defense holds. Player defense holds. Come on. Movement phase, next turn. Player attack succeeds. Player defense holds. Okay, movement phase. Oh god, up, thank you. Up. No! There you go. It takes a while for it to turn up. Next turn. Player attack succeeds. Good. Victory, no looting. I should always keep some card space free, I think. Arrow, Woodford, or Atten. I have searched Arrow and Woodford, so I guess all that's left is Atten. Market. Again, herbs are not as cheap, but they are still cheap here, so selling them is not worth. Old Soldier. Leader. Adds 1 quadrant security per additional fighter present. Marl. Page. Rhiannon. Building. Well maintenance. Plus 10 reputation. Everyone knows that a source of fresh water is vital to any settlement, but what many do not realize is that they require regular maintenance. The warden of the well will be delighted if you tell him how much of this you would ask him. Do not ever ask him. Bridge repairs. Costs 25 wood. Road speed and reputation up. And school gives you 1 reputation per week. Okay. I'm assuming that after a while you can build the guild house? Yeah, I have to unlock something there. I'm assuming there'll be an unlocking. You have to do Cheez-Its, Red Line, Act Nonchalant, Panic Stations, Tavern Trawler, Scary Friends Leader, Complimentary. I don't think it's over there, it'll be somewhere else, I'm sure. We're heading to Arrow now. 102 hours, okay. I'll head to Arrow, then I'll call it there, I think. It'll be about 45 minutes. Ironhide. Traveling across this lowlands of central Paragon, you often see other travelers long before you actually cross paths with them. It isn't objects that gradually resolve into carts, patrols, and processions. You're fascinated to see what this strange thing that isn't turns out to be, because it appears to be a giant moving rock. As it comes closer, you're amazed to see this object is in fact a wagon of some kind, covered in dull metallic plates with leather padding between. It's basically a giant suit of armor, plate armor on wheels. Looking to sell any iron or hides? Name's Ironhide, by the way. It's Master Smith, who basically wants to sell iron and hides. Ooh, super wool prices. What are your wool prices now? 92. Not great, but it's regular pricing there. I'll buy the stuff here. You only have 6, unfortunately. And this is now cheap. That's not cheap as well. We'll buy the rest of that and head over there. And we'll travel over there. Pretty way down for the strip. Yes, we are. And we're also kind of slow, so I need to actually... So, let's just sell the stuff we need to sell. Good. 3,876. Search for the mission. Return the best location to Randos. 6 days. Okay, that we can do. 6 days to Randos is not too bad. Select just at and then return here. Donations. Okay, and 2 grain, 2 wood, and 1 meat. Can I do that here? 2 grain, 2 wood, 1 meat. Missions. Sure. Why not? And we can build a feast. We can hold a feast. We can build some more repairs. Make some bridge repairs. But this will be it for now, folks. I enjoy it. It's kind of like a chillax game you can just run around and play around with. Global price changes. Hides more expensive, fruit more expensive, wine more expensive. Noted. Yeah, so we can have a look around and see what we can do. If you want me to carry on with this, let me know if you want me to carry on with this. It's interesting. I am enjoying this. It's kind of chill and relaxed so far. I mean, I'm assuming at some point you unlock them. You unlock the desert region that's suffering from anarchy and the mountain region up there. As you level up, I suppose you'll find more and more and more stuff. You owe the land shark 3,500 coins. You need a bit more surplus. Once you reach 4,500, the gold you owe will automatically be and immediately be paid back. Loan sharks are extremely efficient at collecting money when that's owed them. Yes, so we're not actually that far away from being able to pay that off. But if you want me to, let me know. Anyway, I'll catch you all next time, folks. See you then. Bye.